So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Where is this play going? Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right?
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Hopkins, a man in motion right. So after the INT, here's Wentz. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He got 29 yards that time.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here we go. First round.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Cooks, 64 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to try and go deep again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now on fourth down, the 2014 NFL leader as a rookie in yards per punt, Tress Way on to kick it. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Stays on his feet. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. And the young Bucks showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. And now out come the Jags. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Patrick DeMarco, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you...
Back now in Nashville, it's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On play action, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
He'll buy some time right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Uses the stiff arm, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz will keep it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Henry. So we got 3 at 1 10. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point. In this situation, this little time left takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. us for Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.